I'm now chatting with Amy Shaw, as she's known professionally, Amy Haynes, who is married to William Heynes. And of course, famously, William's grandfather was the William Heynes, Chief Engineering Director at Jaguar from 1935?
Yes, 37, 35 is, I think there's a transition a couple of years, I think 37 is official, I think.
Right. All the way through to
72.
72, yeah.
So,
yeah.
Yes.
It was an amazing career, wasn't it?
I think the whole, yes, an incredible career. I think it was the longest standing technical director of any company, really? I believe. Really? I think importantly the team around him he curated of that time was the team he created from day one and stayed with him and grew. That team of centre of excellence was world leading for 20 years. So yes, he was a very clever man, but he was also an exceptionally good person. He knew people's strengths and worked for those strengths as well as his own. So yes.
Yes, tremendous. I had the pleasure of knowing him towards the end of his life, and it was a great pleasure, great honour to meet him. Charming man, and so highly respected. And as you say, he created this fantastic team. People like Bob Knight and Phil Weaver and all these. Hassan, exactly. Yes, yes. He's often forgotten as well, isn't he? Really, but he deserves great credit.
Well, his grill is in every 120 we look at. So, so there's a lot of unsung heroes, and he's certainly one of them.
Yes, and Claude Bailey, who also co-designed the XK engine with the two of them.
And then on to the IRS as well. So yes, clever man.
Yes, indeed, absolutely. And Amy, when you're photographing cars, which you do a good deal and do amazing photographs, what do you look for in a car? Is there a particular angle, or how's it work?
It generally is how light falls on a car, so that will take into account the colour of the car, the bodywork of the car, but most of the time the easy starting point is a front three-quarter shot and about headlight height. That's my go-to initial start, because when cars are designed, they are generally designed on paper from a profile shot and a front three-quarter shot and at headlight height. So that's always the usual angle in which cars look their best. So yeah.
Do you have any particular favourites amongst the XKs for photographic purposes?
I think there was a fixed head, kind of a dirty blue denim colour 120. The one that James from Pendine is currently, I think, has for sale. And that was, if I had all the money in the world, definitely one that I would.
It's on the Haynes shopping list.
It would be on the Haynes shopping list.
It looked stunning, didn't it? It looked absolutely stunning. Do you have anything XK-wise these days?
I personally don't, but the family do.
Yes, your father.
My father's got a Monte Carlo Rally 120 fixed head, the Elves Court Show Car XK 140 fixed head, which is very original, which is preservation. It's on the preservation. It's on a tipping point in its life, so that's the next stage where to go. And just a really lovely Getting and Go 150 standard 150 3.4. Not an S, just a nice fixed head. So no, we've got three in the family, and I adore them more than I think. Yes, it's the family silver in essence, but my first car I learned to drive in was a 120. Really? Around the farm and shunting them in and out of the garages. And so I've got a great 120 to me. I often looked at the E-Type and I'll get in the 120 instead. Really? They have a certain humbleness and they're just brilliant to drive. Aren't they? And you don't worry about them so much. E-Types can be a bit fragile. Hence why we have a restoration company fixing them. We don't have a restoration company fixing so many 120s. So they were over-engineered, but in the most beautiful way, where they are just now slipstream to reliability. And for our friends in our age bracket, they're a fantastic, not even entry-level car. They're just a good car, generally. So I went and waffled.
And each model has its own attributes. You can argue for 150s, or you can argue for 140s or 120s.
Over lunch today, we've been discussing with friends of ours of what would be our spec of 120, and each of us had something a little bit different. So mine would probably be without bumpers, but with spats, and I think probably black with like a tan interior or something like that. And
I was green with spats.
So yeah, but as you said, there is something that you can absolutely adore from any one of the XKs.
It's I think the unsung hero in the XK range is the XK 140 fixed head, because I think it's probably the best GT car, underrated GT car, and value-wise they are just superb, especially the manual overdrive examples. Just fantastic cars. And now, I mean, today before I came out here, I said, what was the cheapest XK on the market? And there's the XK 150 drop head, red with red, barn fine, but you can get it running over a long weekend for £40,000. So they are entry-level cars and fantastic cars to go and drive to Geneva or go to Zurich, or you can do what you want with them. So I'm now on the hunt for one. The Mark 7 might need to be sold first. But,
yes. I would like to buy a house first, therefore the Mark 7 is going.
Yeah.
The Mark 7, a big XK.
Yeah, exactly. I couldn't afford the 120, so I went for the mother, which is the Mark 7.
Well, it's great to chat to you. Thank you.
But thank you and the team as well, because to pull this together and to get the momentum out there to get people out in these cars. Thank you and the team.
Well, our team are amazing. Thank you. And they've done a lot towards this, but it's been a very interesting day and great to have you involved, both of you. And I hope you've been taking photographs, Amy.
I have been taking a few.
Excellent, excellent. Terrific to have you involved, William, particularly with your history of your family.
Thank you. Well, we care immensely about it. So thank you.
Wonderful. Excellent.
Great.